Today we are going to learn Python file handling using for CSV files. So first of all, let's understand what is CSV file. So CSV stands for comma separated value. What does this mean? It is like values which are separated with comma. Its full form just explaining itself. And just look at an example of one CSV file here. So you can see that this first line is always a header line. So you can see this is header line. Okay. Now after this we have 1 Shashank 89, 2 Aditya 90, 3 Pranav 100. So these are the values just separated by comma. Now if you hover on this, so here you can see that when you hover here, hover means putting an arrow above something. So if I put a arrow above 4, I mean I hovering, I got call 1 roll. So what does this mean? Our CSV file is detected as it's like roll number, and here roll number is 4. Now let's go for next value. It is saying column 2 name. Now next value it is saying column 3 marks. So even you can also visualize this like as an Excel file which is written in the form of CSV. And also if you want your CSV file to be in, you can use this rainbow CSV extension. Just type CSV and you can simply type rainbow CSV. Okay, so if you type rainbow CSV, so what does it make? It makes your CSV file written in a colorful way. So you can easily see which data belongs to which column. So that's all about CSV. Okay, now how to use CSV file handling in Python. Okay, so for that, just like they recently understood what is TXT, what is CSV, and for CSV, what you have to do, you have to go for import CSV. So likewise for text files, you don't need to import anything. But for CSV, you need to import this module, which name is CSV. It's simple, only CSV. Okay. Now after that, we are going to open CSV files. So how we are going to open the CSV files? First, let's see the command of this, syntax of this. It has file location first. So my students.csv is inside, just like this is my main.py file, and after this I have to go to folder and then students.csv. So what I have to do, I'll like open dot backslash dot means current folder, and after that my folder name is also folder, so I'm writing it as folder, and then students dot csv. Make sure this to be in the string, contain the form of string, and after that you need to pass the mode. Just like in text file, we have 3 different modes: read, write. In the same way, we have also read and write and append mode for CSV files. And after that, you have to also give new line. Although in reading doesn't matter what is new line, but it will be more better if you pass it as empty space for the new line. Empty, not an empty space. Basically, this is null character. If you press string as this is semicolon, colon, not colon, apostrophe, and then again apostrophe. So this is null character. It has nothing in it. Okay, so that's the basic syntax of opening CSV file. And okay, now let's go with our first one, which is reading CSV file. So for that, let's go with file equals to open method. Okay, now we are going to create a new. Okay, we have to store some data. Let's store some data. ID class section. Okay, now for that, what we are going to do, we have to pass our file location. It can be relative, it can be exact file location, raw file location, I mean. And even if your first time, if you don't pass anything, it's like you don't pass any value, and then don't pass any mode, it automatically treated as read mode. So now after opening file, as you know, we also need to close file at the end. file.close. Okay, now here we are not going to read like file.read because that's what that was done with the text file. But for CSV, what you have to do for CSV, we have command like csv.reader, and then we have to pass the object. So this is our object, file object, and it has and its identifier is named as file. Okay, so this is going to return one more object which can be iterable. I mean, which can be iterated if you convert it in the form of list. So if you take like reader equals to csv dot reader file. Okay, I think I'm right. Yeah. So cs reader equals to csv dot reader. So what will happen? Your all of your data of your csv file will be going into this csv dot reader. I mean reader. This csv dot reader will capture all of your data in this basically means what you say in our student.csv file. Let's make some id. Let's class v8, section will be a2. Let's class v12, section will be v, id 3. Okay, let's also pass name because it doesn't make sense a little bit. Okay, now if I pass name, now you can also pass your name like this. Change, change, cashier, and then 8c. We are going to pass 5 data. Let's take for the class 8 student, and after that, this in fifth, let's say, okay. Now after this, so basically, what does reader will do? It will capture all of your data of your text file and in the reader variable. So let's print this for I in reader, directly reader, print I, or even you can do like data. Now if you run this, so here you can see we got all of the data in in the form of list. So here you can also see that id name class section is got in the for list, a list of 4 elements on our second line. So basically these all other values are separated with comma and returned as string of elements in the list. Okay, so just like we have 5 Yogesh 9D in this one in CSV file. So what does our reader returns? It returns 5 comma Yogesh comma 9 comma D, and the all of the elements are in the form of string and the list, and it created all of them in a list, and single line is in single list. So what does it mean? Let's directly print the data. Okay, so if I directly print reader, maybe it returns something else. As I said, it is an object, so you can see it directly prints like this. So yeah, for if you want to read it like readable data, you have to just convert into list. Just converted string, list, tuple, set, dictionary. In this way you have to convert it, and if you run this, so here you can see our first line is in first element, and our first element is a list of 4 values as an element. So in this way reader will work. Okay, now next we have csv.writer. So now since we have written, now let's write also, but we are going to write in append mode. because I don't want to create, I don't want to remove the previous data. Okay, so now let's go with this. Now we don't need reader now because we are going to write. Okay, so for writer, what we have csv.writer, and after that we have write row and write rows. So write row is like writing one row, and write rows are like multiple, just like we have this list in list. So write rows is a list in list, while write row is a single element of this list. You can treat it as, so right, this is, suppose this is write row. If you want to write a row, you can pass it like this in this form. And if you want to execute this whole, you want to pass this whole data. So basically this is list in list. So you have to use write rows. So let's see an example. First we are going to write row. So let's add some of them. Okay, we have to start from id 7. csv.writer, and then you need to pass object, and then write row, and then in write row, what you're going to pass? You need to pass your list. So your list should have first element as you can see id. So let's say id is 6. Okay, and let's say name is, you can name any name, let's say Aditya, and after that we need to pass class. So for class, what we can pass it like, it's pass 12, and the cell section, let's say E. Now if you run this, let's also see this update in a live time. So here you can see the live update. Okay, I move that cursor above, therefore it done it like this. Let me run it again. So you can see it that it goes to next line. So why does previous one goes to previous line? Because what I have done, I remove this line and saved it. If you remove the next line, so what will happen? It will goes to the same line because it starts from the cursor, and then after that it is going to print next line. So it's like I remove next line, so if I again add next line, so it comes back to next line. So that's how you are going to add data using writerow method using CSV module or CSV file. Now let's go for next one, which is csv.writer, and then after that you need to pass one object. After that, what you need to do, you are like write rows, and in this you need to pass rows, not one row, multiple rows. And what are rows? So rows is a list of list like this. Okay, let okay, let's pass only two row. Okay, now 7th, and let's pass name because on the second column we have name, on third column we have class, let's say is an 11, and on fourth column we need to pass the section. And after that we have next one. So for next, let's add them, and give 12, and then, so here you can see we have list and list. So basically this is 7 Tanmay 11C, and next one is 8 Anish 12D. So what will happen in this situation? In this, we will got 7 on first column, 8 Tanmay on second, 11 on third, and C on fourth. So it's like it will going to like, on this place we got 7, on this place we got Tanmay, 8, and then C, and same for Anish one, for the Anish. Okay, now if we execute this, we are going to add these two lines in our CSV file. So let's run this, and also see its update. Okay, you are going to see two more lines here. If I run this, okay, we have some error. It's csv.writer, not csv.write. Okay, Now let's run this. Now it's all clear. So you can see we got two more lines. So in this way, you can add single data if you want. You can read all of data, and also you can take. Also, you can add multiple data at the same time. So this is way. In this way, you can manipulate your file using CSV module. And so yeah, that's one which I told you. Writer.writerows. Also, you have to pass writer. After writer, you have to pass object like this. csv.writer. Just like csv.writer, and then you have to pass object which is file. They have just like created this file object, and after that you have to go for write rules. Okay, now let's go for next one. Okay, what is dictionary CSV? Dictionary CSV means, for example, if I say what is ID of this line, you will say 8. What is ID? What is the name of this line? You will say Anish. What is name of this? What is class of this line? You can say it's 12. You can, and section you can say D. And also if I hover here, I can see column 1 ID as 8, column 2 name is Anish, column 3 class which is 12, column 4 which is section which is D. So what I am going to do now, I am going to add data, okay, but in the form of dictionary. Just like we have in the form of list, and first one is the unique ID. But since this is pure list, I mean this only list, it has, you can index or traverse or access its value using indexing. But what we're going to access data, we are going to access data using a dictionary method. So what will happen in this method? In this method, you will get each and every data with its corresponding key. For example, let's suppose you get this data. If you want to get this data, the dictionary csv.reader will return it as, like, if you want ID, it will return your ID. If you want name, it will return your name. If you want class, it is going to return the class, and for section, it will going to return section. Okay. So for CSV dot, we are going to, you don't need to import another module. It is inside CSV. So CSV dot dict reader. Okay, I need to run this line. And since we are creating file object, we also need to close this file object by ourselves. Okay, now CSV dot dict reader and file. After that, okay, I think we need to store this somewhere. Okay, let's save it as data equals to, like this. Now for I in data, just print this data. No, not data, we'll print I. Okay, let's run this. Okay, we have run this in append mode, therefore it is returning error. So make sure to run it as R mode, or just leave that R as empty. It will automatically take as read. So here you can see I got dictionary ID1, name chunk, class 8, section 8. So in this way, it is like structured database you can create using this method, and it makes your data to accessible. And let's try one more. Next one is, let's try for next one, which is, okay, we don't have, okay, let's say try for dict writer.